Oh, geez, Brian. Just going to try to share the screen this time. Yep. So you should be able to hopefully see now the old menu. So as discussed, this is the menu we're looking at changing. And I won't go through it again, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew which one we were changing. And then I've created the new menu. And just let me know what you think. So starters, we've got the calamari. I mean, we won't change what's working. Seafood chowder, popcorn cauliflower. So we'll try. That's a good vegetarian option.
Winter sort of dishes.
Winter dishes, and it's also gluten free. So creamy pumpkin gnocchi. Everyone loves a bit of pasta. So
gluten free is quite a quite a big call for it.
Yeah. So gluten free everywhere now. So steak sandwich, we probably should put on their gluten free option. So we might change that after this and just put gluten free option. Chicken parmies are now gluten free, so we're buying the gluten free breadcrumbs. Schnitzel's also gluten free, which is great. So it means that, you know, like someone that's gluten free can still have a palmy, and it tastes pretty good. Can't really tell. The crumb scallops are still the old crumb because it just, you know, like you need the finer ones, otherwise it goes a bit soggy. Tassie fish and chips is now gluten free as well. The grilled fish always gluten free, and we've changed the pork roulade to pork cutlet. And this is a really nice complement to it. Baked salmon, grilled prawns, roasted vegetable salad. We'll stick with that because I spoke to you earlier about that we were just using product up, that we weren't really wasting anything. So I'm happy with that going forward, but we need to keep an eye on the sales for it.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much the new menu. So we'll give that a whirl. I've also changed it so the kids' nuggets, chips, crumb, the grilled fish, that we need to promote that as gluten free as well. So there's another thing that we'll do. And the kids' pasta. So that's the new menu. Anything else that you can think of that you need to? I can show you anything on the POUs or new menus.
So with the compendium.
Yeah. Compendium.
Something that you could do something the same as a restaurant menu, maybe.
Yeah. What we need to do. Only thing is we need to make sure that we separate functions and restaurant.
Yeah.
Because the functions, they pay a higher fee, service fee, etc. So I don't want to promote that they can get a 2-course meal for $50 and then go to the restaurant and get it $10 cheaper.
Yeah, sure.
So and it's a minimum of 30 people because the restaurant, we've always got staff there, but when it's a function, we've got to bring staff in, we've got to do all that sort of stuff. So that's the reasoning behind it. But what you can do is, if there's anything like numbers change for this sort of stuff, like the duck breast, if you've ordered and the late number changes, you can use 10 of those duck breasts and do a special on the restaurant.
Sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So dessert wise, I'm not too phased. Like, I'm happy for you to use, if you're making a citrus tart for a function, you can put a citrus tart out in the restaurant for a special. But yeah, just make sure the prices aren't too cheap. Like, you know, it's got to be, they don't want to see on the special that they can get something half the price.
So that's fair enough.
Excellent. Anything else?
So just going back to the oysters and the charcuterie plate. So they weren't a big seller. What about putting them on like a special, like a Friday night or something?
Yeah. So if you want to get some oysters in just every now and then and do a special, absolutely. Or if the seafood guys have a special price, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind what specials we have as long as we keep an eye on the wastage.
Sure.
So
anything else you can think of that I know it's seasonal, but trying something else to boost sales maybe?
Yeah, I think we need to look at the front of house staff and giving them a bit more knowledge on dessert sales. And also, so when we do the specials, we actually tell them what they are. I don't even mind if we plate them up, dish to try, but to ask them, you know, get them to ask you questions about the specials.
Explain what's
Yeah.
Yep, good idea.
Otherwise, I think moving forward, I think we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate that.